New Leeds United boss, big Sam Allardyce, returned to the Premier League spotlight in style yesterday, claiming he's up there with the very best in the league. It's all over the papers this morning. Big Sam has 4 tough games, though, against City, Newcastle, West Ham and Spurs to save the club from relegation, but thinks he's more than up to the challenge.
Far too many people think that I am old and antiquated, which is so far from the truth. I might be 68 and look old, but there's nobody ahead of me in football terms. Not Pep, not Klopp, not Arteta. I share it with them. They do what they do. I do what I do. But in terms of knowledge and depth of knowledge, I'm up there with them. I'm not saying I'm better than them, but certainly as good as they are. I just wish that sometimes you can get the opportunity that you can show it, but that's never going to happen for me now, apart from keep Leeds up. And if I stayed at Leeds, this club was big enough to build a team that was going to challenge those boys eventually.
So, Ali, just a quick one.
Yep.
We can look at it in more detail later. If Sam is to keep them up, okay, so Leeds, Man City away, Newcastle home, West Ham away, Spurs home. It's tough, but at this moment in time, they're out of it. And the goal difference, it could come down to minus 24, whereas Forest minus 32, Everton minus 25, and forget Southampton with a great respect, minus 32. Now, Forest, they've got Southampton home, Chelsea away, Arsenal home, Palace away, and Everton, the other one, Brighton away, City home, Wolves away, Bournemouth home. So this is going to the last game of the season.
100%. You've got to say Everton must be looking to take 3 points from Bournemouth last game of the season, who you think would be safe. You would not rule Forest out beating Southampton at home. You think they probably would, current form at home in particular. I actually said yesterday, I don't know whether you agree, I thought perhaps Leeds' best chance of staying up would be the teams around them not picking up enough points.
Without a doubt, because Leeds running is difficult. But you know what Sam's like. The first thing he'll do is, I don't mind if we draw 0-0 the last 4 games.
Yeah, 100%.
That'll be his first thoughts.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't worry about that. None of this playing out from the back, and that's the way you've got to do it now. No, you don't have to do it now. We have to survive in the Premier League. This is a massive football club, and he's already said 4 games to go. This is probably, if I can keep Leeds up, the biggest. The best thing I've ever done in football. So he's well aware of it. And listen, he's gone in there all guns blazing, what he said.
Quite right.
Forget Pep, forget Arteta, forget anyone. He says, I'm as good as. And that's confidence, that is, And that
here's
is
a question
believing in your own ability.
Absolutely. And he's well within his rights to say that. And I've got to say, I think Guardiola's a genius. I think Arteta's well on the road to building a fantastic side at Arsenal. However, if I was Leeds right now and I was offered one of the 3 of them to get my team to stay up, it probably would be Sam. I hear what he's saying. Do you not agree?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I think, did I read today, Sammy Lee normally takes Sammy one, but he's got, believe it or not,
he's in jury duty.
Oh dear.
Couldn't believe that.
I know. Anyway, listen, we'll move on from that. Leeds fans, let us know. Look, they should have brought him in earlier. We know that, but it's happened now. Can he keep you up? Are you confident?
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.
Right, the movie the movie Big George Foreman's in cinemas now. The film focuses on the life of world heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman. I've interviewed him a few times here in the studio.
Have you really?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you before I go on. He's one of them guys that he when the light goes bing and you're live.
Yeah.
He's nice as pie, nice as grandmother's pie, apple pie. Something that like goes, oh, is that it, buddy? Are we done yet? I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't know, Mr. Foreman. I don't know. Them looks.
Is that right?
He's got shark eyes. Lifeless eyes looking at you. All right, I'll buy a grill. I'll have one of your grills. Don't worry. So it's an inspiring story of a young man rising out of poverty to make his dreams come true and go to the very, very top of boxing. And when the movie out last week, Super Sam had the pleasure of speaking with the main man himself, George Foreman.
Well, the movie is not so much a boxing movie, but it's about triumph, defeats, and getting up 100 times in life. Once you see this movie, you can understand if George can do that, certainly I can do better. And that's what I like about the movie.
There are so many great scenes in it, but one really stuck in my mind, George. It was when you were a little boy and you were at school and everyone in the playground had some lunch and you were the only kid that didn't have any food. For you to be there and then to go on and achieve what you did, it shows what, not a great athlete you became, but what a great character, right?
Boy, you think about it, everything existed in my life as a boy but hope. I didn't have any hope. If only I'd had an extra sandwich, I probably could have developed some hope. But I didn't. But yet, you make it.
Loads of people are gonna love seeing the Muhammad Ali scenes. I mean, I wish I was old enough to have been alive when the fight went down. Still to this day, people talk to me about it. Just when you think back to that time, how special was that the rivalry?
Oh, I heap the rumble in the jungle all the time. When I was about to make the movie, we were doing the scripts, and I kept telling them, look, I'm George Foreman. It's my movie, this, right? I said, can I win this time? The rumble in the jungle? They wouldn't let me win, so you had to reveal things you wanted to keep secret. So I think about that moment, losing, how devastated I was. But in the years to come, I made the most excellent friend I've had in my life was Muhammad Ali, great friend of mine. We talked all the time with that iPhone. We were able to look at each other and everything. It was just a wonderful time. We talked on the telephone, discuss. Every discussion you could get in, we had it. I loved the guy. I really loved him.
Oh, it's magic. And you were at the peak of your powers then. You took some time away from boxing and then you came back into it. And just over 46, you became the oldest world heavyweight champion in history. That's pretty special, isn't it? That you wanted to come back. You came back and still went back to the top.
I didn't come back to set a record at all. I came back because it was important for me to fund my youth center and do all the charitable work. And at the end of the day, I became champion of the world again. I'm still shocked at that one.
The tiger. There you go, Sam Allard.
Brilliant.
The way he was dying for a sandwich in that playground. Everyone else was tucking in to their lunch. He thought, if only I could do with a portable grill. That's where it came from. The movie Big George Foreman is out in cinemas now. Coming up, could Haaland break every British scoring record there is? We'll ask that next.